Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the Iran-Israel conflict and the global alliances shaping it. We'll break down who backs whom and how these alliances impact travel, safety, and your experience as a global explorer. Let's get started. Russia and Iran are strategic allies bound by shared interests and a mutual skepticism of the West. Their partnership is visible in military cooperation and regional power plays, especially in Syria. For travelers, this means direct flights and a unique cultural intersection, but also a need for caution. These aren't typical tourist destinations. The alliance opens some doors, but you're navigating a sphere with its own rules. Political ties shape travel routes and experiences, making this a journey for the geopolitically curious. In this region, alliances are more about strategy than cultural exchange. China's relationship with Iran is pragmatic, driven by energy needs and economic strategy. Massive infrastructure projects and a 25-year cooperation deal are transforming Iran's landscape. Travelers see Chinese-funded trains, metros, and growing business presence. For Chinese tourists, Iran is increasingly accessible with tailored tours and new travel corridors. China balances ties with Iran, Israel, and Saudi Arabia, playing a quiet but powerful role. As a traveler, you witness economic influence more than overt political alliance. The roads you travel may be part of a much larger global strategy. Syria and Iran's alliance is forged in conflict. Tehran's support has kept Assad's regime afloat. For travelers, Syria is largely off-limits, with security dictated by military control and Iranian influence. Any travel here is for journalists or aid workers, not tourists. The land corridor from Tehran to Damascus is strategic for Iran, but perilous for outsiders. In some places, travel is about survival, not leisure. Iran's influence in Lebanon flows through Hezbollah, giving Tehran a foothold on Israel's border. Lebanon is a paradox, vibrant culture, but political tension is always present. Travelers must understand the political geography. Some areas are controlled by different factions. The south and certain Beirut neighborhoods require extra caution. Despite risks, Lebanon's beauty and history remain, but awareness is key. Here, politics and travel are inseparable. Iran's influence in Iraq is deep, politically, economically, and religiously. Millions of Iranians visit holy sites in Iraq, making religious tourism a major industry. For Western travelers, Iranian culture and politics are everywhere. The security situation is volatile, often linked to Iran-backed militias. Traveling here means navigating a landscape shaped by ancient ties and modern geopolitics. Iran and Venezuela are unlikely allies, united by opposition to the US. Their partnership is about mutual survival, oil, technicians, and sanctions busting. For travelers, this is more a geopolitical curiosity than a direct route. You won't find many tourists between Caracas and Tehran, but the alliance is real. It's a reminder that global politics creates strange partnerships. North Korea and Iran's alliance is secretive, focused on military technology and survival. There's no tourist exchange, only clandestine cooperation. For most, this relationship is visible only in news leaks and intelligence reports. Some alliances happen in the shadows, driven by necessity. It's the dark side of global connections. Iran supports Yemen's Houthi movement, turning Yemen into a proxy battleground. The conflict has made Yemen one of the world's most dangerous places, off-limits for travelers. Ancient cities and unique islands are tragically inaccessible. The Iran-Houthi alliance has shaped Yemen's fate and closed its doors to the world. It's a stark example of how alliances can devastate a nation. Iran's relationship with the Taliban is cautious. Border issues, refugees, and minority rights are constant concerns. Afghanistan remains high risk for travelers with tightly controlled borders and unpredictable politics. Deep historical ties exist, but current realities make travel difficult. The border region is sensitive, with ongoing friction. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for anyone venturing near. Qatar balances ties with Iran and the US, acting as a regional mediator. Its shared gas field with Iran necessitates cooperation, while hosting a major US base ensures Western ties. Doha is a global travel hub, offering flights to both sides of the conflict. Qatar's diplomacy makes it a safe, stable stopover in a turbulent region. It's a lesson in how small states can thrive through smart alliances. The U.S. is Israel's strongest backer, providing military aid and political support. This alliance creates seamless travel between the two countries. Direct flights, shared culture and security. For Americans, Israel is accessible and welcoming, but the alliance also creates barriers. Travel between the U.S. and Iran is nearly impossible. The U.S.-Israel bond shapes not just politics but the very routes travelers can take. When you visit Israel as an American, you're part of this special relationship. The UK's support for Israel is rooted in history and reinforced by strong political, economic, and cultural links. London-Tel Aviv is a major travel route with deep community ties on both sides. British travelers find familiarity in Israel, but face hurdles visiting Iran. The UK's stance aligns it with the Western Bloc, shaping travel and diplomacy. History still shapes today's travel maps. Germany's support for Israel is a moral commitment, rooted in Holocaust history. This bond drives deep diplomatic, economic, and cultural exchange. Young Germans and Israelis travel between the countries for study and work, fostering reconciliation. For Germans, visiting Israel is often a personal journey of remembrance. The relationship is unique, part history, part hope for the future. Travel here is about more than tourism, it's about solidarity. France and Israel share strong strategic, economic, and cultural ties. Paris-Tel Aviv is a busy corridor with vibrant exchanges in both directions. French influence is visible in Israeli cities, creating a cosmopolitan atmosphere. The alliance is both official and personal, reflected in daily life. Travel between the two nations is easy and popular. Canada is a steady friend to Israel, rooted in shared values and people-to-people ties. Canadian travelers are welcomed in Israel with direct flights and familiar culture. The relationship is less about military power, more about reliable partnership. Canadians enjoy a smooth, enriching travel experience. It's a connection built on trust and mutual respect. Australia and Israel are close allies despite the distance. Shared history, strong political support, and active cultural exchange define the relationship. Many Australians visit Israel for study or travel, and the welcome is warm. The alliance bridges continents, proving values matter more than proximity. Travel ties are strong, even across oceans. India's relationship with Israel has transformed, now focused on defense, tech, and tourism. Indian and Israeli travelers are discovering each other's countries in record numbers. Direct flights and easier visas have opened new travel landscapes. Israelis flock to India's spiritual sites. Indians explore Israel's history and innovation. This alliance is pragmatic, dynamic, and reshaping regional ties. For travelers, it's a front-row seat to a new global partnership. Japan's ties with Israel are economic, centered on tech and innovation. Business travel is growing, with Japanese investment in Israeli startups. Cultural exchange is slow but steady, sushi in Tel Aviv, Japanese delegations in Jerusalem. Japan supports peace, but its partnership is built on trade, not politics. For travelers, it's a blend of ancient history and cutting-edge technology. South Korea and Israel connect through technology and trade. Korean companies invest in Israeli innovation, especially in automotive and cybersecurity. Business and religious travel are both on the rise. The alliance is quiet but strong, built on shared economic interests. Travelers see the results in both countries' modern landscapes. Brazil's relationship with Israel shifts with its politics, close under conservatives, more balanced otherwise. Religious tourism from Brazil to Israel is significant, especially among evangelicals. Cultural exchange is vibrant, but official warmth can fluctuate. Domestic politics directly impact travel and diplomacy. Brazil is a key country to watch as alliances evolve. The Iran-Israel conflict shapes global alliances, travel routes, and even your safety abroad. Understanding these connections turns you from a tourist into an informed traveler. Geopolitics isn't just headlines, it's the context behind every journey. Stay curious, stay informed, and travel safe. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more global insights.